All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Power Hour. We're honored to be here with you this evening. Want to welcome all of our special guests who are here with us. I do have a request for you. Turn on your cameras. We're going to have a very special gift that's given out at the end. It's going to be a raffle that'll take place. We want to see you while you see us. We have got something here to share with you tonight that no other company out there than my history being in this industry has ever done. My name is Charles Thompson. I've been in the solar industry for about 10 years. I'm a field leader here at Powur, and what we are doing is changing the game in this industry. You're going to hear from two incredible speakers this evening as they share their journey with Powur. They help you learn more about Powur and then also show you how to level up your game. So with that said, make sure you have your cameras on. We want to bring you to us. We want to make sure you're part of the raffle that we have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up our first speaker this evening. He's a good friend of mine. One of the great benefits that we have in Powur is to not only build a value proposition for homeowners and for people who come in this industry, but to also make great friends. And the gentleman you're going to meet tonight has become a very close friend of mine, been in the industry for a number of years. He's been a top sales rep at virtually every company he's been with, won a Tesla with us last year. I mean, how many companies give away a Tesla? And is in the running for another one this year. We'll hear about our Summer of Champion contest. He's going to share with you the Powur value proposition. So help me welcome to the stage Mr. Jonathan Bernasso. Jonathan?
Hey, Charles, thank you.
Thank you. Look forward to your presentation, sir.
Thank you so much, Charles. Hello, Powur family, solar family. So good to see you all. Yep, I can see you. It's great to have you in attendance tonight. It's so good to be here. What I'd like to know is, where are you all calling in from tonight? What city and state are you in? Go ahead and type it in the chat box. I'd love to know where you guys are at. Right now, we are in Carlsbad, the company headquarters for this lovely nationwide company. Paso Robles, Larry McKinney's in Mexico, Austin, San Antonio, Stevens in Laguna Beach, California, Virginia, wow, Florida. So many amazing cities and states that we represent and that we get to sell solar and help homeowners in. So my name is Jonathan Bernasso, and thank you again to Charles. Get those cameras on. Like he said, we're going to have a raffle. If your cameras are on, we're going to give away a raffle prize tonight. So I'm very excited to be here. And I want to say, first off, a big thank you to Powur, our CEO, Jonathan Budd, and for Charles Thompson and Bobby Smith, finding me on LinkedIn over 2.5 years ago. And many of the reasons why we're here is from LinkedIn and social media and many connections. So I'm just so humbled to be here and be a leader in Powur and experience and be a part of this amazing platform that we have. So we have a great night lined up for you. And we still have people saying where they're from. So get the energy up. We're going to have some fun tonight. And we're going to talk about Powur. We're going to have an amazing speaker that you're going to want to hear from towards the end of this. And then we're going to wrap it up by the top of the hour. So my name is Jonathan Bernasso. I've been in solar for over 7 years now. I've worked at some of the top real solar companies like Solar City, Tesla, and Sunrun, where I was a top performer meeting the CEO. And I've also been in real estate. Who here is in real estate, mortgage lending, involved in the real estate industry at all? Yep, I can see you, Brian. You're in Florida. Yep. Jalen, so good to see you guys here tonight. Real estate and solar go hand in hand, right? And for over 7 years, I've been in solar and real estate. But 2.5 years ago, Bobby Smith found me on LinkedIn and showed me this new platform that I'm going to share with you guys tonight. It's really exciting. And once I saw it, once I took the time to study it, I knew that this was the future of solar and renewable energy. So that's a little bit about me. Like Charles said, I did win a Tesla. Powur gave away a Tesla last year. Very exciting. This year, there's a summer sales contest. They're giving away another Model Y Tesla. JC Rangel thinks he's going to pick the color and order it, but we'll see. We'll see if he's able to accomplish that. So it's a very exciting time, and I'm going to really talk about three major themes tonight. The first theme that I want to talk about is there are levels to this. If you're new to solar, we're going to show you how to be successful. If you've been in solar, we're going to show you how to be successful. If you want to build a business and have revenue share and own a part of the company, we're going to show you how to be successful. We're also going to talk about the culture. The coolest thing about being here in Powur is the culture, is the family, is the friends, the diversity, and honoring women in solar and renewable energy. It truly is an amazing platform and culture and family to be in. And lastly, why now? Why should you look at solar and why it's so important that we have to panel the planet on every home that we have? So let's jump in. We're going to talk about tonight who we are, our economic model, why it makes so much sense more than other companies, the solutions that we offer, and how to join if you're interested. So let's go ahead and roll the first video. This video is from our CEO, one of the youngest, most amazing, smartest individuals I know, and he had a vision that he's going to share with you. So stay tuned to hear from Jonathan Budd. Let's go ahead and roll the video.
From the beginning, Powur has always been about how do we solve the biggest challenges facing our planet, and how do we help people create a rewarding, abundant, meaningful income and livelihood through participating. And the reason why that's at the heart of our company is because that's what I needed. That's what I was searching for.
Have fun, my friends. We'll see ya.
I get a call from Jim Bunch, and he says, hey, I'm going to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance. I think you should come down here with us. And I'm just like, you know, sure, I'll just up and go to the Amazon rainforest next week. You know, not many people are gonna say yes to that invitation, but I felt that I had to be there. I knew I was at a turning point in my life. I was looking for something more.
We are trudging through the rainforest right now. We have two guides, Ashwar guides, who are completely native. Their culture has been living in this forest for thousands of years. They just made contact with the outside world only to really form an alliance to protect this rainforest from oil companies and mining companies and companies that literally will come in and just turn all of this into a desert. There they are. Keep your wings down there.
But it was during one of the initiations that I had the vision for Powur.
The journey continues, my friends. It continues.
In the middle of the Amazon, there's drumming and singing and chanting and all this going on, and I hear this voice say, you are meant to go back and start the first crowdsourcing platform for solar energy. It was clear as day. And that's when I knew. I knew what my life purpose was. From that point forward, I knew what I had to do. It was a vision that literally came from that forest.
Being in the rainforest, there are many lessons that Jonathan and I got down there that we brought back to the company. And I remember for myself, one of the things that was crystal clear was how connected everything is. And what we do makes a huge impact. When you hire and you recruit and you train and deploy people based on what they value most, you create a synergy that's incredible. When you align those values with a clear mission and a clear vision, you create synergy.
The vision of Powur is to accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy worldwide. Our mission, and I want you to take this in, because when you join us, this is going to become your mission too, and I want it to be real for you, and I want you to be excited about it. Our mission is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And the way that we're going to do that is through decentralization. It's not about having one giant utility or one giant company anymore. It's really about creating platforms that empower the crowd to participate in everything. And the way that we're going to install millions of solar panels on homes every year as one community, as one company, as one platform, is through a crowdsourced model. If we build a platform that allows the crowd to do it, that allows the entire ecosystem of solar to participate, then we can reach the kind of scale that at Powur we dream about, that we're focused on, and that we are going to achieve. And this is your invitation to join us.
So a very popular quote here by Buckminster Fuller is, to change things, don't try to fight the existing reality. Build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. I like to say, this is not your mom and dad's company, ladies and gentlemen. We are disrupting, we are changing the way energy is bought and sold and made in this country in a big way. And the next thing that we're going to talk about is the economic model. It's really the fact that you, the individual seller, the person finding the leads, finding the homeowners, is solving the biggest challenge in solar. And at Powur, they truly believe that you deserve the greatest benefit. So we're going to see a model that I saw over 2.5 years ago that really convinced me why this company is on a mission and why this rocket ship is taking off. So let's go ahead and listen to the details on the economic model, and I will be back up.
When we started Powur, we were looking at all of the ways that we could really help solve the challenges inside of solar. And it became super clear to us really quickly that the challenge that needs to be solved in solar energy today is customer acquisition. We've got the technologies. We have all the tools. We have the workforce. We could be installing as much solar energy as you can imagine right now. What's missing is the customer adoption. It's the societal adoption. And that's why we built the first model in the world to pay the people who solve the biggest challenge in solar the most, and that's you.
Your decision to be part of the future of solar and renewable energy really comes down to a choice of two pathways: an outdated get a job, work for a company model where you go to work for a solar company. Maybe you might even receive some leads that are often sold to multiple companies. The commissions are often equivalent to solar minimum wage. There's little chance for personal or professional growth, and there are often geographical boundaries. There's nothing scalable about the technology and nothing to secure your personal or economic future. It's a job, plain and simple. That simply doesn't work or make sense in today's world, not in the new and thriving platform economy of today.
We live in the age of platforms. Uber did not become the largest ride-sharing company on earth because they went out and they bought, millions of taxis and hired millions of drivers. They created a platform that allowed anyone to share a ride with anyone else through their app, and they crowdsourced it. Real estate, the old way was you walk into Prudential, there's an agent there paying $500 a month for their desk or whatever it is, and that's how real estate was done, right? The new way is EXP. It's a totally virtual brokerage platform that allows any real estate agent to sign up and offer real estate anywhere in the world that EXP operates in with the biggest commissions, and they became the fastest growing real estate company in the world. Let's look at the old way of doing solar and the new way of doing solar with the Powur model. The old way was you went to work for a solar company. So you basically had a job or you worked for a dealer somewhere and you earn money in one way and one way only when you sell. And fundamentally, you are a local or regional construction company of some kind. That's the old way. Now let's look at the Powur way. We have a cloud-based virtual platform that allows you to work from anywhere and sell solar to anywhere as long as you have access to your iPhone, right? You get 4 different methods for earning. You have the biggest commissions in the industry instead of the littlest, because the majority of revenue gets shared with you through this platform-based model. You have 3 other ways to earn: passive, mentorship, and equity. You have a scalable technology platform, so everything's under one roof, and we're decentralizing and crowdsourcing the fulfillment and the customer acquisition, so we don't have the barriers to scale that the predecessors had in the past.
If you're looking at solar, you may not be aware of how incredible this opportunity is. There are 130 million homes that are plugged into what we know as the dirty energy grid. 90 million of those homes are eligible for solar, and at this point, a little over 3.5 million have actually made the transition to solar. So you're looking at a virtually untapped industry as we know it today. So let's talk about what's happening in the industry itself. What's driving it is the homeowner can go solar with absolutely nothing out of pocket, 0 out of pocket. They increase the value of their home by 4 to 6%. And they are going to lock in the cost of their energy, so they never have to worry about the rising cost of energy again from the energy that we're producing from their panels. There has never been a product or service in my career that I could say does that much good, creates so much impact, and makes you great income at the same time. And how we make income is by having access to something called cost of goods.
So if you are a solar sales professional at literally any other solar company in the world except for Powur, this is how it works for you. You get a price to go sell solar at, call it your red line. And your company might say, okay, you know, this is your price, and anything you sell over here, you get to keep. And then the company, you don't have any idea what their margins are, by the way, but the company gets to keep everything underneath that price, and you get to keep whatever is over that price. And that's how every single solar company in the world works, except for Powur. Powur is the only company in the world that offers a transparent cost of goods business model. What this means is that we give you, as a selling price, the actual cost of goods to install that system. Whatever it costs, we look at the labor, we look at the construction, we look at the equipment, we look at the permit fees, just the fixed cost of goods to install that system. That is your selling price. So when you sell a project with Powur, you get the cost of goods as your selling price, and then whatever the profit is, you keep 70% and Powur keeps 30%.
You compare that to the traditional company who would pay $2,000 to $3,000. Powur pays over $7,000 on average, and that is over double what most traditional companies pay. You can sell in all of the states in which we have coverage, and all of that is managed for you through the back office in Powur. They also handle the accounting, all of the operations, everything that's necessary, and then pay you for every single deal, every single day.
My team provides all the support you need to present your solar proposals and get your documents signed easier than any other solution in the industry. The Powur solution makes it so simple to get a proposal. Within minutes of entering a lead into our system, you have a dynamic proposal back all under one platform. The proposal allows you to control how many panels go on your customer's home, change equipment, control their energy offset, adjust your commission, margin, any adders required for the job. Plus, you get to qualify all of your customers for financing and issue them final loan docs to sign within minutes. You have a dedicated sales support team to assist you in signing every customer, and once your customers are signed, you have a dedicated project manager to assist you and your customer along every step of the way, all the way to installation. I've worked at so many of the biggest solar companies in the industry for the past decade, and I swear I've never seen a platform like Powur where it's easy to sell, you get paid as much as you do, and we're here to support you every step of the way.
This is your chance to join the most disruptive platform that has entered into the solar industry in over a decade and really participate and reap the rewards. Join us. This is the time.
Woo! That was a lot of great information. And you know, that slide really touches home for me because I have been a W-2 employee. Who's been a W-2 employee, had a boss, had to work for somebody else? Yeah, all of us, right? You have to start somewhere. And so I've been a W-2 employee at Sunrun, Solar City, Tesla, getting the $100, maybe $300 per kilowatt. I've worked for those companies. I'm also a realtor with EXP. I saw the vision years ago, the model, right? Who stayed in Airbnb before, right? I think we've all stayed in an Airbnb. The platform economy is the future with the cost of goods. So when I saw this 2.5 years ago, what really attracted me was the 4 ways of earning that we're going to talk about right now. Who here wants multiple income streams? Retirement, rental property, solar, equity, right? Yeah, most of us do. It's just the right thing to do to set up our future generations and ourselves. So that's what we're going to talk about. 4 ways of earning here at Powur. Number 1 is you get the cost of goods. You get to sell deals and take the lion's share of the margin on every job with a 70-30 split of the margin that Powur gives us. The second way to earn money is going to be the mentor program. If you so choose to be a mentor here at Powur, you can help other people earn and teach them along the way. So taking a very basic example, if the commission is $6,000, the mentor will get $3,000 and the mentee will get $3,000. You have some of the best solar professionals in the industry. The Paul Leon, the Cynthias, the Lorenzos, the J.C. Rangels, the Anthony Bonillas. You have some of the best mentors across the country helping you take care of your clients, close the deal. Now, I want to pause for just a second. If you're in real estate, HVAC, roofing, painting, anything at all, if you interact with homeowners and you just want to hand the deal to a mentor and earn 50%, we can help you. If you want to learn solar and be taught by some of the best professionals, they'll help teach you. And then if you want to be selling on your own, and then you can become a mentor and teach others, that's just the beauty of this platform. It truly is a differentiator, the mentor program, once you wrap your head around it. Another way to earn income is going to be one of the revenue share options. So if you decide to build a team, have an organization, build a family, you don't have to, but it's there for you. And the great thing about that is we know that it's a 70-30 split on the margin. So what does Powur say? Powur says, let's go ahead and give back 15%. Let's give back half of what we're keeping. You know, some solar companies keep 20% for themselves with no revenue share whatsoever. Not at Powur. They give back half of the 70-30 split to your leadership, your support line. We all have a vested interest in each other. So if you decide to build a team and invite others here, then you can benefit from revenue share. The 4th way that we make money here is a big one, equity ownership. And this one's important because if you haven't heard, we have a WeFunder round that's raising over $7 to $8 million right now. And we have big executives from many companies coming on board, like Paul Winowski, joining the board of directors. This rocket ship is really taking off. And again, I've lived this. I've lived it with eXp Realty, so I can see the trajectory of where this company is headed. Equity ownership is one of those ways to make money. On your first installation, you will receive 25 stock options. If you invite someone to join Powur, then when they have their first installation, you will receive 12 stock options. And there's going to be yearly performance goals, right? For those go-getters out there, those all-stars, 25 installs in 1 year will earn you 250 stock options, and 50 installs will earn you 1,250 stock options. So act quick, become an owner, have a piece of this company, and join us on 4 unique ways to earn at this company. Next up, we're going to talk about the solutions that Powur has. There's tons of tools and support you need to succeed. We take care of the accounting, we take care of the training, we take care of the solutions, the e-wallet, the back end, anything you can imagine, we are looking at and giving you the tools to succeed. So training is one of those things. There's live daily group coaching on our calendar. There's sales and success systems. There's onboarding calls every week. You can just plug and play and repeat. There's lead generation training. If you're wondering how to get leads, you can learn from the tops in the industry, door-to-door, door knocking, social media. There's digital door knocking, and there's physical networking, right? A lot of you know I train on B&I networking, Chamber of Commerce, team meetings, all very important. You're going to get access to Powur University. It has hundreds of trainings that you get access to and all new content being added. That is all done for you with this platform. So it truly is a disruptive training platform. It's virtual, like this awesome stage that we have, and there's just so many more cool things coming. So lots of events, skill building, wealth creation, and most of it's done on Zoom, just like this. You can earn six-figure, multiple six-figure income in your pajamas on Zoom and join us to do this. And we do this across multiple states. As you can see here, we have expanded recently into Idaho, Utah, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, and this list is just going to be getting longer. This platform allows us to go into states, on a dime and enter into new states, new territories, new solutions. So this is all the states that we can sell in, and only 1 or 2 states require a license. So we're able to sell in most of those states. So next up, we are going to hear from some of the top income earners, some of the top sales consultants in Powur, why they decided to make Powur their home and go all in. So let's go ahead and watch that video.
My name is Melissa Dawson. I travel around meeting people and selling solar and coaching people how to sell solar with Powur.
My name is Jonathan Bernasso, and I'm a full-time solar consultant.
My name is JC Rangel, and I am a sales consultant with Powur Energy.
My name is Charles Thompson. I am a field leader with Powur.
I'm Chris Chibongo. When I was exposed to what Powur did, I was just blown away.
Yo soy María Salazar. Hace 25 años llegué a este país, como llegamos la mayoría de las personas, buscando el famoso sueño americano.
My name is Edgar Gonzalez. I'm from Puerto Rico. It's been a great journey, working full-time in the solar industry.
The reason I decided to join Powur is because I saw the online platform and the 4 unique ways of earning.
Powur's vastly different than any solar company in the industry. What Powur has done is they've changed the way this industry looks at the most important person in the company, the consultant, the person who's representing the company to the homeowner.
I knew nothing about solar when I got started, nothing. But that wasn't an excuse. So the company has all of the resources, all of the trainings available, and if somebody really wants to go out there and learn the business, they can, and I'm a perfect example of it.
Extreme powerful training in sales, powerful training in solar, and then powerful training in mindset. Sales is over 90% mindset.
At the beginning, we were referring people to Solar City. We were making around $200, $500 per deal. And can you imagine, right now we make an average of $7,000 to $9,000 per deal. You could be good, but it's the vehicle. And Powur is the best vehicle you can find in the solar industry to do this, to achieve this.
And what a service that we provide. We provide solar, renewable, contributing to the evolvement of the planet, contributing to, in terms of legacy, to our kids. And Powur is, we only still at the beginning.
I like to be a part of businesses that have a future. I believe that for the next 2 decades, renewable energy, the solar industry is the industry to be in. Not only that, to me, solar is not really a sales pitch. Frankly, it's more like an IQ test. We could take a customer and cut their bill in half with zero out of pocket, and that bill will never go up. Why would you not do that?
Sino de que estamos cuidando nuestra ciudad, nuestro planeta y nuestras futuras generaciones. Yo siempre a mis clientes les digo, mira, no es tanto el ahorro que tú vas a tener en el momento, sino ayudar a nuestras futuras generaciones.
The parts that I love the most about what I do with Power is I get the ability to help others. That begins with helping people who have never sold solar before learn how to sell solar and how to change their life. Then what we do is help homeowners take control of their energy bill, lock that cost of the energy in, save anywhere from 5 to 40% on their energy bill every single month.
The solar installation is probably the most rewarding part. The homeowner's excited, and at that moment when you flip the switch on, no longer are you having to rely on your utility company. You're creating your own power and taking control back from the utility.
For me, it's about making an impact. We're on this planet for a small amount of time, so we need to be doing something bigger and better to help humanity.
Power gives me the freedom to spend more time with my family. Power gives me the freedom to work from home.
What surprised me about working with Power is the culture and family that we have, where we have friends and family and teammates and mentors. We're all helping each other with this model. That is just something that I really feel and I didn't expect to have.
Power ha cambiado mi vida de una manera increíble. Una de las cosas muy importantes que aquí podemos tener libertad financiera.
I work on my own terms, and that's what you do when you're in Power.
I'm just so grateful that Power came into my life, and to know that I can take my power back to be me and to leave a legacy for this world that I did something good for it.
If you have been looking, stop looking. Make this your home and taste it for yourself. My mission is to help as many people as possible find that freedom. I'm honored to do it through the platform of Power.
This is the movement, this is the culture, this is the company. We welcome you. Join us.
Whew. I love that video, because it goes back to the culture that I first mentioned that we have here, and the family and friends, and seeing the different levels to this, right? Starting off with your first sale, 6 figures, or being like Cynthia Alvidra as a part-time stay-at-home mom working on solar part-time and making $200,000 to $250,000. So it's really limitless what you can achieve here. So let's go ahead and wrap this up before our next speaker. There are 4 types of income that we reviewed. The 70-30 split on the cost of goods, totally transparent from the margin, and mentorship income, if you'd like to be a mentor and help others and earn 50%. Then we have the revenue share. If you'd like to build a team, an organization, you can own a piece of the business and have passive income. And then we have equity ownership, the 4th way to make money here at Power. Now, Power does come at a little bit of a cost. There is a one-time $99 onboarding fee. That's going to get you your initial training, your back end, your logins. It's going to get you your own personalized website, your own digital e-wallet, access to Power University, all the trainings that we have to offer, and so much more. There is a $49 reoccurring monthly technology fee to maintain your back end, all the system solutions, software, accounting, payroll, everything that we take care of for you, all the personalized URL links, training links, ambassador links. And by the way, you get unlimited proposals designed by a designer for you, all for $49 a month to own your own business. And lastly, if you so choose, there's a $35 awesome optional training program. There are lots of virtual trainings available, weekly, quarterly, monthly, that'll be at your fingertips for an additional $35. So, I said I would say why now. And I love saying, why now? Because when we have an administration that's so focused on solar energy and electric vehicles, right? Everyone's advertising electric vehicles. We're seeing Teslas everywhere. We need to charge those cars, and it shouldn't be from dirty energy. We have fires. Is it hot out there where you guys are at? Because I know that it's been freaking hot and humid and muggy across this country. We have fires in California. We just experienced cold storms in Texas. There's so many environmental issues going on right now. Could be related to the climate. Our oceans are warming, corals dying. There's a federal tax credit right now to go solar. And more states are opening up to solar because the cost of goods is lowering and the utility prices are, you guessed it, increasing. So with utilities trying to fight against net metering, there is no better time to go solar. You know, we're only about 4 to 5% of the entire country that is qualified has solar. I believe, and I'll say this right now, 1 in 4 homes can have solar in the next 5 years. It's not an option. We have to do it. We have to have this happen. For our future generations, for our climate, for our world, we have one planet and one life. You might as well make this your passion, make this your culture, join us, and, you know, like Charles says, the best is truly ahead. So next up, I have the distinct honor and privilege to introduce someone to you who I've known for a little over a year, not even a year and a half. This gentleman came into the industry early. He never was in solar before. And you know what he said? He's like, I'm going to be one of the top solar professionals in Powur by the end of the year. He ruffled a few feathers, but guess what? He did exactly that. He's won contests. He's on the leaderboard. He has one of the fastest growing teams in Powur. And every time he speaks, he pumps me up. You know, I'm extremely captivated by this gentleman. But not only that, I really look up to him for a number of reasons. He's a great dad. He has a beautiful wife, and he has another child on the way, and he has a son that he takes care of, Maximus the Great. So before we bring him up here, I just want to go ahead and roll a video so you can get to know him a little bit better.
Every weekend when kids were partying, I was at a karate tournament competing. One of the things that my karate teacher would tell me is he would say, listen, in times of victory, be graceful. In times of defeat, be grateful. And train harder. If you want to do great things, it's not going to be easy. My name is JC Rangel, and I am a sales consultant with Powur Energy. I believe that in 15 years, finding a home that does not have solar is going to be kind of like the oddball home, right? When I realized that, I knew that I was going to get involved in the solar industry. I just didn't have the right company yet. Then I found Powur, and the rest is history. I like to be a part of businesses that have a future. I believe that for the next 2 decades, renewable energy, the solar industry is the industry to be in. Not only that, to me, solar is not really a sales pitch. Frankly, it's more like an IQ test. We could take a customer and cut their bill in half with 0 out of pocket, and that bill will never go up. Why would you not do that? This is the only purchase somebody can make that'll net more money in their pocket after they make that sale. I knew nothing about solar when I got started, nothing. You know, but that wasn't an excuse. So the company has all of the resources, all of the trainings available. And if somebody really wants to go out there and learn the business, they can. And I'm a perfect example of it. Powur gives me the freedom to spend more time with my family. Powur gives me the freedom to work from home. Not only am I proud of my work with Powur, I'm also proud of the man that I see in the mirror every day. Because I believe in what I'm doing. I'm helping homeowners, I'm helping people build a business, and I made an impact. I made a positive impact, and I got my family closer to that financial freedom that we seek.
So I want you all to stand up, get a stretch in, because you're going to need it for the energy and excitement that he's going to bring. Let's all give a big round of applause for Mr. JC Rangel.
Wow. If we were live, right, and we could hear everybody, I would certainly say, let's give Mr. Jonathan Bernasso a round of applause. This guy is the man. So let's give him a virtual round of applause, if we will, please. Thank you, guys. Well, guys, I'm very excited. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Mr. Bud, for this opportunity as well. I get the privilege to train on something that is very, very exciting to me, something that I've trained for a long time, right? So to give you guys a little bit of my background before we get started, because I want to make sure that we are precise with what we want to talk about. You know, we are on a certain time crunch, so I want to make sure that I get all of this information out to you guys, okay? Here's a little bit of my background, guys. First and foremost, I'm a family man, and I'm a man of God, right? And my family is the number one thing to me. I'm also a solar broker thanks to this business, okay? And a podcast host, and I also won a world title in the year 2000. So that was a long time ago, but something I'm very proud of. But that is what taught me how to develop a bulletproof mindset, right? So now I do the things that I do because of my family, because of my relationship with my creator, and because of my mom, right? So one of my goals was always to retire my mom. And one of the things that I found out about the bulletproof mindset is that all of the skills in the world do not matter if your mindset is not where it needs to be, right? And I remember very oftentimes I used to see people that maybe were not the most talented people. Other people were more talented than them, but these people ended up succeeding on a bigger level. And that's what we're going to talk about today. How to succeed on a big level, what it takes to have a champion's mindset, right? Before I won a world title, I broke my ankle, I broke my nose. Before I won a world title, I flew to Canada to find I came back in a wheelchair with a broken ankle, but I tried again, and I tried for 8 years until I finally won one. So that's what we're going to get into today, is how to develop a bulletproof mindset, okay? So here's the deal. My goal at the age of 18 was to retire my mom by the age of 30, okay? At 18, I wrote down, I want to retire my mom on or before the age of 30. Now, that did not happen by the age of 30. It actually happened by the age of 38. But the reason why that happened, right, so I'm 38 now. When I was 28, I was able to retire my mom, okay? The reason why that happened is because I took the business seriously. Right? I took the personal growth seriously. I adopted the philosophies of having a bulletproof mindset, right? So here's what I tell people all the time. You see, when everybody else, when my friends were out there partying, I wasn't partying, I was working. When they were out there soaking up the sun, I was soaking up ideas. When they were out there slacking off, I was focused, right? When they were out there, for example, making love, well, I was doing that too, right? I'm not gonna lie. That is something I never skipped, right? But the point being that this is something that I was very committed to. Success is something I was committed to. And I was told from the beginning, my mentors told me, JC, success is to be paid upfront and in full. There's no layaway. There's no credit on success. The price must be paid upfront and in full. And you get paid based on the size of the problems that you solve. So guess what? We, in this business, we solve a problem. A client has a bill that's too high. What we want to do is we want to save them some money on that bill. In some markets, we save them more money than other markets. And what we want to do is we want to lock in that bill. We want to give them energy independence. We're solving a problem. And the company pays us an average of $7,000. Nationwide is our average commission for helping a client go solar. Now, I don't know about you, but I live in California. When I show a homeowner how to cut their bill in half, with zero out of pocket and lock that bill in, as I say all the time, you guys know me for this, it's not a business presentation, it's an IQ test. Frankly, here's the deal, okay? If you cannot close on a solar transaction, you can't close a window, okay? So that's a reality. So I'm gonna bring you guys some fire. And one of the things about me you guys are gonna find out is that I am raw like sushi, man. I'm gonna give it to you guys, right, with the truth, right? So here's the deal, the inner game. What is the inner game? The inner game is your identity about yourself, how you think of yourself, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. You have a certain identity about yourself. Now, see, that identity may be an identity of a winner. See, Jonathan Bernasso, Mr. Jonathan Budd, Mr. Charles Thompson, these guys have an identity about themselves that they are a winner. They believe, they bought into their own hype. They believe that they deserve success. Do you, right? I believe I deserve success. Success, not only do I deserve success, but success is my duty, because I have a 7-year-old son, and I got the great Maximus Rangel, and then I've got Alexander the Great on the way next month. Guess what? Those boys didn't ask to come here. We brought them here. Therefore, I deserve to give them. They deserve for me to give them the best life possible. So I'm going to go bell to bell. So my identity is that identity of a winner, just like these gentlemen, these ladies here. You have an identity about yourself. Some people have an identity of being a procrastinator. Some people have an identity of being somebody that doesn't get things done. Some people have an identity of being a slacker. So what is your identity? So you have to start shaping your identity. And here's one thing that you have to understand. The books you read, the trainings you attend, like this, like the Power Live, right? The company has a personal development system in place for you not to only become a better sales professional, a better solar professional, but for you to also become a better person all around, okay? So the people you hang out with and the information that you feed yourself is going to determine where you're going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. And guess what? Some people have to stop listening and hanging out with people that don't serve them. Some of you guys have some people that are so negative, they could walk into a dark room and develop. Does that make sense? Now, some of you guys are going to get that on the way home, okay? So some people are so negative that way that no matter what, they're not interested in anything. Guess what? I realized early on that I have to limit my association. Somebody taught me, he says, JC, there's only a couple of things that you have control over. One of them is your attitude and the other one is your actions. I cannot control if a customer cancels on me. I cannot control if a customer stands me up. I cannot control if somebody's rude to me if I knock on their door. But you know what I could control? I could control my attitude of a champion. For those of you guys taking notes, which I highly encourage you to do, is this. Make sure that every day you wake up with a positive attitude no matter what, because a winner and a champion has a great attitude no matter what. Up or down 10, a champion fights to the end. Does that make sense? So your attitude is one thing. I tell my people, if I call you, you know me. If I call you and I say, what's up? And you say something to me like, oh, not much. Oh, hanging out, getting by. I'm going to hang up on you. I'm going to hang up on your ass. What's up? Everything is up. My bank account is up. My installations are up. Why? Because I'm a winner. Guess what? It just takes a decision for you to make a decision. All you got to do is make a decision. I'm a winner. I'm going to do what winners do. It's called be, do, have. You got to be the person right now, even before you have the things. Be that person. That person that you admire to be, whether it's $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, how would that person act? Your version, that hero of your life. Imagine if this was a movie and you were the hero of your life, what would you do then? So that person that's already making that income you want to make, what would they do? What time would they wake up? How would they shake hands? Would they be confident? You got to be that person now. Do the things they do, and then you'll have what they have. But you know what most people want? They want it backwards. They want to have. They say, hey, you know what, JB? If I had the money you've got, man, I'd be on the Power Hour every week. I'd be taking notes every week. If I had your money, guess what? JC, if I had your money and your organization, hundreds of people selling solar, tons of mentor deals, I'd be as motivated as you. But what they don't know is that when I got started with this business, I was broke, busted, and disgusted after being a millionaire, and I lost everything. And I said, guess what? It's like making money is like riding a bike. We're going to go out there and we're going to bust our ass. We're going to go out there and knock on doors. We're going to recruit during the day and sell at night and prospect at night. And I did that for 3 months. We built a big team, and now we do a lot of mentor deals and a lot of personal deals and working from home. This business gives us that opportunity, but your attitude is the only thing you can control. Guess what? And your actions. Now, if you have the right attitude, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be able to take the proper actions, like going out there and prospecting, going out there and talking to more people. The bottom line is, if you're not making the kind of money that you want to make, here's the situation. Go introduce yourself to more strangers. More strangers out there need to know that you are in the solar business. How soon can you get 200 people to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are a solar professional? 200 people that know so-and-so. Varia is a solar professional. Jose, Eric is a solar professional. Isela is a solar professional, without a doubt. Without thinking about it, they know that you're a solar professional. How soon can you do that? See, some people sometimes go out there and they complain, right? And then they complain that they're not where they want to be, but yet they don't get on training. They're not prospecting. When's the last time you prospected? Oh, like 2-3 weeks ago. Or I haven't prospected lately. Here's a question. Would you follow you? would you work with you, and would you buy from you? If you wouldn't follow you, why would anybody else follow you? Right? See, here's the thing. I know that if I show you this business opportunity, here's my belief. You could give me a lie detector test and I'm going to pass it. You join my organization. You join the best Eagle School organization in the company. You give me a lie detector test and I'm going to pass it. You could not be in better hands than being with me, because I'm going to teach you how to be a champion. I'm going to teach you how to be relentless, and I'm going to support you every step of the way. Do you think about yourself that way? So would you follow you? Would I follow me? Hell yeah, I would follow me. Absolutely. I'd follow me twice on Sunday. Okay? I would work with me. And I would certainly buy from me. You know why? Because I'm going to work my ass off. I'm going to answer the phone. I'm going to solve problems. I get paid. You get paid based on the size of the problems that we solve. Quit wanting less problems. You don't want less problems. You want more wisdom. You want more strength. You want a bulletproof mindset, right? Because here's the deal. If you work at a grocery store and you're the bagger, your job is to put the cans in the bottom and the bread in the top. Guess what? You just solved a small problem. What'd you get paid? Small money. It's called minimum wage. But in this business, go and solve these homeowners' problems. Get paid $7,000. Guess what? There's people that are doing that 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week or more. How about that? So don't complain about the problems. Develop a bulletproof mindset and decide today, right now, that the old you is done. This is a new version of you. Let me give you guys a story. There's an elderly Cherokee brave who told his grandson about a battle of 2 wolves happening in everybody's head. Okay? He says there was a good wolf and a bad wolf. And the good wolf was filled with a bunch of positive things, like kindness, like perseverance, humility, understanding, love, and tenacity, and he was motivated. The bad wolf was full of jealousy, laziness, hate, envy, resentment, spite. Okay? Then the grandson asked the grandfather. He says, "Grandfather, which one of these wolves win? The good wolf or the bad wolf?" And the grandfather replied, "Whichever one you feed." Here's my question. Which one have you been feeding? Most people, consciously or unconsciously, 95% of people's self-talk is negative. 95% of people's self-talk is negative. Oh, I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm too inexperienced. It's because I'm a man. It's because I'm a woman. It's because it's bullshit. Bullshit, because guess what? There's somebody with your same characteristics and even more worse characteristics that went out there and became successful. Guess what? I'm at Powur headquarters. I did not see no picture with your name on it that says, "Do not pay this person." If you get the installs, you're going to get paid. So stop stalling. Make a decision to go out there and be a winner. Because guess what? We have the same installers. We have the same project managers. If somebody else could win, guess what you could do? You could win. If you guys are liking this information, I want you to put it in the chat. I want you to warrior up right now. Because guess what? The people that make the biggest checks, some of you guys, if you listen to this training today and the trainings that the company provides and use the system, 6 months from now, your checks are going to be reading like, ooh, because of so many zeros. You're going to need some binoculars to look back at where you used to be. Some of you guys are going to write some checks that's going to make the bank bounce. Okay, some of you guys also get that on the way home, right? Because I used to write those little rubber checks, right? They used to bounce. Now I like to write checks that make the bank bounce. Let's go. Here's the deal. 27% of the population is not motivated. There is no 27%ers here. A 27%er would not make it this far. A 27%er is going to be out there keeping up with the Kardashians instead of keeping up with his money. Right here, this is for winners. This is Eagle School. This ain't Duck School. You're looking for Duck School, you're in the wrong place. Okay? 60%ers are motivatable. They can be motivated. They're up and down roller coaster. Hey, man, JC fired me up. Jonathan fired me up. I'm going to go out there and crush it. Then tomorrow, somebody says, hey, man, I don't want to go solar after all. Then all of a sudden, they're slouching. They're in a bad mood. Why? Because they're motivatable. That's what a 60%er does. Here's what a 10%er is. A 10%er is a self-motivated winner. Whether you tell them yes or you tell them no, here's this philosophy. Tell me yes or tell me no. But tell me fast because I've got to go. I don't care about the yeses and nos. You know what I care about? The action. My attitude is a positive attitude, and my actions are positive actions. Tell me yes, tell me no, but tell me fast, because I got to go. Because if you tell me no, thank you for telling me no so quickly. You know why? Because I get to talk to the next person faster. You should be grateful. Quit want what you don't want. You don't want everybody to tell you. You don't want everybody to tell you yes to the opportunity. You know why? If everybody said yes to the power opportunity, which is the best opportunity in the world, if everybody said yes to that, guess what? There wouldn't be nobody else to talk to. Everybody else would be in power. Thank God that people are saying no to the opportunity. Because if not, any bum off the street is going to come and become a millionaire with this business. That's not what I want. I want this business, the nature of the business, to weed out the people that are not for this business. Because guess what? I don't plan to get rich. I plan to get wealthy, and I plan to help people get wealthy with this business. Okay? Then finally we get to the 3%ers. The 3%ers are the motivators. These are not only self-motivated people. See, the 10%ers, you don't got to remind them to get on here. The 10%ers, if you don't already have this, I want you to put all of the trainings on the powercalendar.com in your calendar. Put them on right now. Right now while you're doing this, make sure that you don't miss another event. The only reason to miss a company training or one of these is if you have to go to a funeral and you're the one in the box. Anything short of that, you should be on these events every single time. That is what a 3%er does. A 3%er is not only motivated, but a 3%er motivates others. You know how he or she motivates others? Here's how they do it. Not by talking, but by doing. They embody the being a champion. They embody the teaching. They go out there and they personally sell solar. They mentor deals. They recruit people and they talk to people. They get more rejection than other people that are not successful. And here's why. Here's why most people fail. Write this number down. 14,000 hours. For 14,000 hours, that's from kindergarten to the 12th grade, it's 14,000 hours. People were programmed for mediocrity. People were programmed to be fault finders. If you take a test in school, right, the teacher's going to go see this one's right, and then the wrong one, what do? They circle it in red. People are taught to be fault finders. I remember, I learned a long time ago. It's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. So I learned that when I was in junior high, elementary, and high school. I knew if I used to like sitting next to the smart kid and next to the pretty girl. That was my MO. So I used to sit next to the smart kid. I remember one time we took a test. He wrote down 9 answers. The 10th answer, he wrote, I don't know the answer to this question. I wrote down, I don't know the answer either, right? And I got caught, right? But guess what? In school, here's some of the things that you're taught. Kids are to be seen, not what? Heard. Don't talk to what? Strangers. Study hard to get good grades. So imagine this. Kids are to be seen, not heard. Imagine if you were to take that advice. You're to be seen but not heard. What if you didn't talk to strangers? How successful would you be? Right? Obviously, those philosophies don't serve people. Right? We don't have a job with this business. We have a business. We have our own solar dealer within Power. That's what's exciting. Okay? So here's the deal. There's no 27%ers. So the goal is to go from a 60%er, if that's where you identify with, up to a 10% bracket and eventually to a 3% bracket, okay? You want to build your dream business. It starts with you building you. You're not going to attract a Jonathan Bernasso. You're not going to attract a Lorenzo Jaimes, a Keenan Garcia, okay? You're not going to attract these champions, and guess what, if you don't champion up. So the key is for you to go out there and champion up, okay? So remember, we talked about the 60%ers roller coaster ride. We finished that, and we're going to finish here in a couple of slides, okay? So I'm going to skip through these. So here's the deal. To finish this thing, there's 3 types of people you're going to run into. Number 1 is the people that make things happen. There's a bunch of people that are making things happen right now at the corporate office, okay? There's people that make things happen. Number 2, there's people that watch things happen. And then number 3, there's people who wonder, what the hell just happened, right? Don't be number 3, man. Be the person that makes things happen. Be the person that, listen, that changes your family tree. When I came here at the age of 6, my mom left an abusive relationship in Mexico. I came here at the age of 6. I saw her working 2 jobs and working a direct sales company afterwards. I asked her, Mom, why are you doing that? You already have a job. I was about 6 to 10 years old when I asked her that question. She says, son, if your name is not on top of the building where you work at, you're building somebody else's dream. She said, the way to get ahead in this country is for you to start your own business. And if I want to give you guys a certain life, that's only going to happen by me having my own business. She was making it happen. That's my number one mentor in my life. And that's the reason why I do this business. That's the reason why neither anybody that's watching this Zoom or any prospect out there could ever tell me to let my foot off the gas. And if I had a mic right now, I would drop it. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce Mr. Charles Thompson. This man, he's a man. What else can I say? He's getting married to the love of his life. He's somebody that I look up to, one of the best leaders I've ever had the pleasure of meeting and working with. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and bring up Mr. Charles Thompson.
JC Rangel, baby. Woo. That's some fire. Wow. Thank you, I'm wondering where I fit into that equation, my man.
Here, whatever you want.
All right,
thank you, brother.
I'll get in it. Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome job, my man. That
Thank you,
was
brother.
Fantastic. Inspirational.
Thank you, sir.
Inspirational. All right. Well, a couple quick wrap-ups here. If we can go on to another slide here and make sure we've got the right map coverage. Okay, a couple events, and then we're going to announce the raffle winner. First of all, tomorrow night, if you aren't aware, in San Diego, we have a live event. Check on powercalendar.com. And on Thursday night, we're going to focus on the Mid-Atlantic and Carolinas. That's our expansion Zoom. You know people there. If you're there, promote into that. Check it out on powercalendar.com. The graphic is right on the screen. Join us. It'll be an incredible event. Very similar to what you're seeing here. We educate, we enlighten, and we share this amazing opportunity with Power. So before we wrap up, I want to announce the winners of the raffle. That's Jaylyn, that's Jalynn.
Woo, Jaylyn.
And Manser, Manser. If I mispronounced that, my apologies. We haven't met in person. So congrats, welcome, and enjoy that incredible gift. Thank you all for putting your cameras on. And what we'd like to do is just remind you of this. Get back to whoever shared this meeting with you. Get any final questions that you have. Get those answered. Jump on the train. Join us on all the upcoming training from incredible, inspirational leaders like JC and Mr. Jonathan Bernasso. And as we all say, the best is definitely ahead. But before we go, we want to invite anyone who's in the studio with us tonight to get up here. Let's have a good time. Let's get some partying. Let's dance. Let's celebrate.
Come on up.
Awesome job. Come on up here.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Oh, man. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, brother.
High five.